Hello and welcome back to the second video from the Break Away from Drama series. In this video, we are going to be focusing exclusively on our victims, the poor little damsels in disguise. Okay, and let's take a look at what we have for the victim. Okay, so the victim in Karpman's triangle is not an actual victim, but rather someone feeling or acting like a victim. Karpman, who had interest in acting himself and was a member of the Screen Actors Guild, chose the term the drama triangle instead of the conflict triangle because his victim is acting. Nonetheless, the victim sincerely feels victimized, oppressed, helpless, hopeless, powerless, ashamed, and seems unable to make decisions or solve problems for themselves. They take pleasure in life or achieve insight by, taking the poor me stance, right? And often need the help of a rescuer, or in this case, our hero, to come save the victim. Now, in this situation, what happens is even if a person tries to help the victim by giving them suggestions and guidance, you're often going to get a response that says, yes, I tried, but, or well, I wish I could do this if only, right? So you will often see statements of if, but, and if only as responses to your suggestions and guidance. As a result, the rescuer can often feel like, you know what, none of what I'm saying is working, and it's not of any help. Now, there are various reasons a person can act out from the victim mode, right? It mostly it could stem from the fact that they are being a covert narcissist, where they are highly manipulative and they just don't want to take responsibility to any of their own actions. And instead, they're shifting blame onto someone else, making that person the villain, and then talking about how great they were, but then the villain attacked them nonetheless. Right now, often they would never talk about the mistakes that they made or the changes that they could have made in order to avoid the attack or the perpetration. Right now, this is going to be the victim stance. There could be reasons why a victim acts out in this format. One could be something that is called as the learned helplessness. This is where the person, when growing up, may have been raised in a family that was very controlling, where the parents constantly told the individual what to do, what to wear, what to eat. You'd look bad, go change your clothes. Oh, we're going for that event. This is exactly how you need to look. Or is this how person of our family behaves, right? What would our neighbors think? So the individual who's being the victim has learned a feeling of helplessness and hopelessness because of being raised in an environment where the parents were highly controlling and everything was dictated by someone else. Hence, when the victim grows up, now the problem is they're constantly still feeling helpless and hopeless, always needing guidance and assistance from someone else. And even when the guidance does come in, they're going to be like, I doubt I can do this myself. So instead, what the victim is looking for from the hero is for the hero to get into the problem and fix it for them. And you can already see how that can turn the situation even more conflicting or toxic, because the victim and whoever they're terming to be the bully are the only two people who knows the exact situation. The hero, who the victim is going to, is not aware of both sides of the coin, rather just one side of that coin, right? Now, another reason we could have our damsels in distress could be because they are being manipulative, what we call as covert narcissism. Now, a covert narcissist, what they do is they constantly try to blame circumstances, situations, the past events that had taken place, or blame someone else in their life, their family, or at the workplace, just to get away with situations and have people pity on them. Right now, this can be more sinister and dangerous because a covert narcissist is almost always manipulating. I'll give you an example. right? Let's assume we have a director in an organization. Let's assume her name is Sarah, and we have a team member who's reporting into the director. Let's assume his name is Raju. Now, Sarah goes up to Raju and says, "Oh, you have no idea about your super boss. He is horrible and he is getting so much work out of me, and I am drained." And Raju feels pity on her and he says, "You know what? Why don't you just delegate some things to me and I will take care of it?" Right? So Sarah happily goes around and delegates the work to Raju. Now, in this case, Sarah, being the victim, is making her boss look like the villain to have the hero, Raju, save the day and complete the task. Now, Sarah's boss is clueless about this activity taking place and thinks it's Sarah who finishes the work once Raju completes it for her. All right. Now, you can see that this can cause a lot of problems inside the workplace, right? So, what can we do about it? Now, what can Sarah do in this situation, right? Now, this is something we're going to take a look at in our final video in this series, which is the part 5 video. We will take a look at what role can the victim assume apart from being the victim, and what role a hero can assume apart from being the hero, and what role a villain can assume rather than being a villain, to convert the drama triangle into what's called the winner's triangle. All right, so stay tuned. There's more exciting videos coming along, and I'll see you in the next one.